Hey there vinyl enthusiasts, welcome to my latest thrifting video. Today I'm going to be showing you 14 vinyl albums I found while out thrifting. January and February were exceptionally good months with finds in some unexpected places. First up, we've got Julie Andrews, The Lass with the Delicate Air from 1958. This album features a collection of classic English songs beautifully performed by the legendary Julie Andrews. Next up, we have the Honeycombs self-titled album, The Honeycombs from 1964. This album features the hit single, I Have the Right, and is a must-have for any fans of 1960s pop rock. Moving along, we have Frank Sinatra's This Is Sinatra, his very best from 1964. This album features some of Sinatra's biggest hits, including I've Got You Under My Skin and Fly Me to the Moon. Next up is Donovan's Mellow Yellow album from 1967, featuring the classic title track as well as other psychedelic pop gems like Sunny South Kensington, Rider in the Suns. This is followed up by Cannonball Adderley's and the Bossa Nova Sextet with Sergio Mendes from 1968. This is a smooth jazz album blending the saxophone with Brazilian rhythms for a truly unique sound, and it is still in the shrink, which is pretty impressive for an album that age. We follow that up with Gino Vanelli's Brother to Brother from 1978. This is a soulful masterpiece featuring hits like I Just Want to Stop on Wheels of Life. Let's see if we can get that video in there. It's really bright on the white background. That's followed up by Murray McLaughlin's Greatest Hits album from 1978. It's an introduction to the Canadian singer-songwriter's music, featuring fan favorites like Whispering Rain and On the Boulevard. That's quickly followed up by the Go-Go's Beauty and the Beast album. It's a 1971 pressing. It's a classic of the 1980s new wave scene, with hits like Our Lips Are Sealed and We Got the Beat. That was followed by Kate Bush's Dreaming album from 1972. It's a sonic adventure with experimental production and eclectic songwriting that pushes the boundaries of pop music. Next is the rather surprising album, which I'll talk about later, Dire Straits' Alchemy, Dire Straits' live album from 1984. It's a must-have for any fans of classic rock, with live versions of hit songs like Sultans of Swing and The Tunnels of Love. I'll have to keep that one up here because I do want to talk about it some more. That's quickly followed up by Elvis Costello, Best of Elvis Costello, and the Attractions album from 1985. Features some of the most loved tracks, including Allison and Oliver's Army. Some lesser-known albums by Jean-Michel Jarre's Rendezvous album from 1986 is a synth-heavy masterpiece featuring hits like Fourth Rendezvous and Lost Rendezvous. And again, another not-so-well-known album, Joe Williams' Every Night Live at Vine Street album from 1987, captures the legendary jazz singer's live performances, energy, and includes great renditions of classics such as Smack Dab in the Middle and Rollin' Pete. That's followed by the last but not least, we have Patsy Cline. The Unforgettable album from 1988 features her timeless hits such as Crazy and Walking After Midnight. This album was also unopened and still sealed. I'm going to do a little break here. I did pick up a tiny bit of hardware. It's a new record, well, not exactly a new record player. It is a record player clock I found for $2.99. It has no markings on it, so you actually don't know what the exact time is today. Let's pick up again. Okay, I'm going to throw some pointless stats at you. I'll throw up a calc spreadsheet somewhere here. I don't know where it's going to show up. As one particular album is notable in this list, I paid a total of $27.89 for all 14 albums, according to Discogs. The average total for all the albums would be somewhere between $156.80 with a high of $534.40. Well, that's mostly brought about by the one album I put aside, namely the Dire Straits' Alchemy album, where the Deadbox numbers match Discog albums that are listed and have sold for over 200 Canadian in near mint condition, with VG running in the 50s range. It's great to know but meaningless as I don't sell the precious ones there in my collection. So there you have it, 14 amazing vinyl albums that you absolutely need in your collection. No matter what your musical taste, there's something here for everyone. Thanks for watching and happy listening. Before we wrap up this video, I have a surprise for you. The script you just heard was not written by a human being, but rather it was generated entirely by an AI language model called ChatGPT. That's right, everything you heard, including the outro, was crafted by a machine learning algorithm. This is just one example of how artificial intelligence is transforming the world we live in. And it's quite exciting to think about the possibilities that lie ahead. Who knows, maybe one day AI-generated content will become the norm. But for now, I just want to give a shout out to ChatGPT for its hard work in creating this video script. It goes to show that with the right tools and resources, even a machine can create something that's engaging, informative, and entertaining. I also got into a chat, this is not on the script, let's stop it. During my conversation with the ChatGPT script, I mentioned I could never remember all the stuff it was scripting for me, so it suggested I use a teleprompter, and when I said I didn't have one, it gave me several instructions for building a teleprompter, which is what I'm using to read off the script right now. I find another I guess I can use my cell phone. I'll take a snapshot of what the teleprompter looks like, and who knows, maybe you can go make your own. It only took a small picture frame, piece of glass, and a little bit of wood to make it. Oh, and the software was free. The company called Newer, N-E-W-E-R, they provide a free teleprompter program for Android. It's meant to be used with their own teleprompters, but they offer it for anybody for free use. And it can be used with a remote if you buy the remote. So once again, thanks for watching. Keep on thrifting. You never know what you'll find. And don't forget the normal yada yada. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye, so long, and see you around in that tube thing.